Connor Roush and Cooper Snyder were on location for this backyard brawl of a rivalry that's risen from the ashes of the MAL to see a resurgence as one of the area's most anticipated season opening matchups of the year in Ohio high school football. Hopewell-Loudon and Carey faced off in the season opener for the final time before Hopewell joins Carey in the N10 conference next year when this turns into a Week 8 regular season showdown. The Chieftains have taken the last two meetings, and they look to continue their dominance over a Carey team that came into Bascom with a chip on their shoulder the size of a boulder. Connor had a chance to catch up with both coaches before kickoff. Here's what they had to say about this matchup.
If we can get a hat on a hat up front, offensively, we stand a good chance. Defensively, we got to weather storms and be able to just keep coming and fighting all night long. Basically, we just got to hustle, hit, and never quit. We knew what we were coming into, and this is going to be one of the premier games, I believe, of the area. And grab a popcorn and watch it.
All right, I appreciate it. Good luck tonight, Coach.
Yep.
So taking care of the football, can't turn it over. Third downs on both sides of the ball. It's a physical team, and I think we're a pretty physical team. And both these teams are good teams. They're both playoff teams, and they're both going to have really good seasons. Regardless of what happens tonight, you're going to get your weaknesses are going to get exposed, and you're going to find out what your strengths are really fast in a game like this.
The Blue Devils came out swinging in this one. Boston Ritter takes the opening kickoff all the way to the 20-yard line to set up Carey inside the red zone to start their first offensive possession of the season. Chieftains defense stood tall and forced a 4th and 1, but Carey's Mace Puckett powered in from 11 yards out to give the Blue Devils a 7-0 lead less than 3 minutes in. Then, after a Hopewell-Loudon fumble, it looked like it might snowball for the Chieftains. But the defense stood tall and got the ball back for the offense, and from there, it was time to get the popcorn ready. Sit down, kick up your feet, and relax. It's time for the Brody Brickman Show. It seemed like everyone stepped up in the absence of Calatrulio, including junior Swiss Army knife Kellen Frankert. Frankert finished with 16 carries for 113 yards to go along with 3 catches for 28 yards and a touchdown. But it was the one making his first career start who stepped up the biggest, with 4 touchdowns on the night. Late in the first half, quarterback Jacoby Ellis found Brickman for a 21-yard touchdown to cut the deficit. Then, with the clock hitting zeros before halftime, Ellis hit Brickman again on a 13-yard strike, and just like that, Hopewell-Loudon went into the break up 12-7. After halftime, Brickman proved his impact wasn't just on one side of the ball. He forced a fumble on Carey's first offensive play of the third quarter, setting up the Chieftains in prime position. Ellis made it count with a 25-yard jump ball touchdown to Brickman, his 3rd score of the night. Early in the 4th, Ellis went to his do-it-all back Kellen Frankert on a screen. As Frankert bulldozed his way through Blue Devil tacklers for a 7-yard score, the Chieftains extended their lead once again. And to put this one on ice, Jacoby Ellis found Brickman one more time wide open on a 4th and 12 for a 27-yard touchdown, his 4th of the night. Jacoby Ellis finished with 5 touchdown passes, 4 of them going to Brody Brickman, as Hopewell-Loudon dominated Carey 30-7. After the game, Connor caught up with our player of the game, quarterback Jacoby Ellis.
All right, Jacoby, what can you say about this game and what it was like going into it and how you performed tonight?
Well, I was definitely a little bit more confident from last year, and I knew we were prepared with the O-line and the coaches, and we had a big crowd, so we were all just ready to go. We were hyped up.
How's the offense rolling tonight? It seemed like it took a little bit, and then things settled down, and you were able to run the offense like you usually do.
Yeah, we started off a little shaky, probably just from nerves from the crowd and everything, but Todd had a little talk with us, and we just got focused in and did what we do.
I mean, you had a great connection with Brody tonight. What can you say about it?
Brody ran some great routes and made some great plays, and he's a freak.
What can you say about how you saw the field tonight and playing against their defense? Because that's a tough Carey team out there.
That was a pretty good defense. I mean, probably one of the most physical defenses we'll see all year, but I think that our O-line did a really good job in the trenches, and we just made our plays.
All right, Coach. Opening kickoff, and they nearly scored there. What was going through your mind?
Well, nothing. The first play was no big deal. We trying to get a stop, and they scored. They've jumped out on us before, so we didn't really think we were going to shut them out. We didn't really think we're going to stop them the whole game. So it really wasn't a big deal. We had a lot of game left. It's just let's go back to work and stay after it.
How would you compliment your defense for just holding them?
Yeah, no, after that, I thought we tackled really well. And we didn't give up any big plays in the pass game. We knew they were going to try to run the ball. It sucks. I hope Eli Steen's okay. I mean, that sucks. You never want to see a kid like that in senior year. Such a good football player, and I hope he's okay. Clearly, that affected their offense. I mean, he's their guy. Everything they build is around him, and when he went out, you could just they didn't quite have that explosiveness, and our guys really controlled the line of scrimmage on both sides of the ball.
Brody Brickman. I mean, I just say his name. What can you say about him tonight?
No, I kind of told people all summer, what we had there. He's been sitting behind some pretty good guys. He was really close to being ready last year. We had a really veteran receiving crew, and we knew when he got a chance, he's going to be a playmaker. And man, he was huge tonight. He and Jacoby so much more comfortable his second year. They adjusted some coverage stuff, and he found people, and just great balance. When we're able to run the ball like that and open up the pass game, we're pretty good.
And with that, the Chieftains moved to 1-0 on the season, earning their third straight victory over Carey in the season opener. The Blue Devils dropped to 0-1 after losing star running back Eli Steen early to injury. Next year, this rivalry officially shifts into conference play, but for now, Hopewell-Loudon owns all the bragging rights, folks. And this has been our featured recap of the week. Tonight's coverage was made possible thanks to the support of our sponsors. We'd like to thank SS Cleaning Services, Yellowstone Landscape, Xcaret Mexican Restaurant, Your Legacy Federal Credit Union, Hope in Fostoria, Clouse Construction, and NLS Professional Grounds for all of their support.